Really. Or not. Oh, don't trip you guys over. I gotta readjust the whole camera. Holy, what a goof. Somebody's getting some. Look at this guy coming by right now. Yep. I know those goofs. Oh, what else we got? I got one there with a nut on the bottom. That one, I got these two. Probably zip these off, or one of these. Maybe. Any different size nut? Oh, there's still a nut in here. Sometimes I'm a brave one. Oh, that's one. That's a farm. So we got to get that lower bracket off. I don't know if it's showing, but there's a bar down here and a bar here. This bracket. Get these off that. Should bolt these things up good, that's for sure. I'm gonna leave that one on and take that off last. I'll let these two up here done first. That'll work. Let's get the decorative plate off that I've already crushed. It's a little mangled, but not bad. We'll probably pick up a new one. They weren't that expensive. What do we have here? 11/16. 13/16, 13/16, 7/8. There's 11/16. Of course, the head of the bolt is just a wee bit smaller. Maybe. That's the ticket. way too easy. There's no washer in that one unless I missed it. Notice it falling, but electric car rolling by. Let's pop these two off here. So I still got these upper bolts on the main brackets. So the bumper's not going to want to rotate because it's going to hit the bottom of the bumper on the main bracket. So we can safely take these lower units off. Yeah, the cat says it's a good idea. All the rust falling out of this thing. Rusty bolts. Very bad. New set of bumper bolts. That will be down the road a ways. So I don't think I'll be putting this bumper back on anytime soon. This bumper's not going back on. This is probably going right in the scrap pile. Let's go get the other side off. Maybe. I have to get this one from up above. I could jack the car up, but it just sounds like more work. Just swap these here. Piece of cake. So that's done. That's undone. That one there. These two are undone. That's undone. That's undone. That's right there. So let's zip them loose. Long way to go yet. Already, it's about ready to come off. I think we can do this without dying. I think we're going to be all right. Maybe. almost acting like it's rotted out in the bumper. It doesn't want to lock. It is. Crap. Figures the last one, huh? Well, let's see if we can get it by hand. What was this? 11/16? Alright, well, I just ground the head off. Partly because I didn't want to risk busting up the lenses. I think they're so salvageable, and those were pretty rotted on there, so I thought, just cut it off from there, because I'm not saving this bumper. It's bent, twisted, tweaked. You can see the rust scaling on the underside, so I think we'll just put a replacement bumper on her. But I think she's about ready to come off. Got that one bolt down there I left in, just to help hold it while I was grinding. And I left this one in over here to hold it. So let's get you back on the tripod and get this puppy removed. Still resting on that lower rearward bracket. This way, if I slip. Oh sure, that's what's tightened up on me. Got the wiring attached on this side. And how does this come out? Because we are hardwired. One wire. Let's just snip it. So we're going to put a whole new wiring harness in this car too. So. It'll be a fun project. Now we're free and clear. Here we are. One tweaked, bent, gnarly looking 70 Olds Cutlass bumper. Yeah, that's got to be replaced. Well, that one's salvageable, but probably wind up doing two of them. Missing a chunk out of the bottom there. So why am I doing this? Well, number one, it's a really nice day out. Big old fluffy clouds just floating on by. Kind of pretty. Waiting for the paint to dry on that piece. Probably pretty close to being done. We can slap the novelty plate back on. I'm going to go down and get the tabs for this thing. Hey, if anybody knows where I can get some good new, I don't want to use white wall tires, I'm starting to search for a set. I can get the Kumo black walls for about $345 for the set on this thing. 225 70-15s is what I'm looking for. But I know Kevin bought a set. I don't remember what he picked up on his Cadillac, but I think they were through discount. I'm gonna, when I go get the tabs, I'm gonna go price a couple of. I got a couple of tire stores up over that way. Les Schwab and can't remember the name of the other place, but pulling this off, getting ready, hoping to have the engine hoist back here maybe next weekend. And well, kind of twofold. Pull the bumper off so I can get the hoist in a little easier. Don't have to worry about it being in the way. Gives me a little more room up front here for yanking the motor that's under the tarp there. Motor and trans is going to come out of this thing. But I'm going to reuse these brackets. I think they're all pretty good. So we're going to clean them up. Hopefully I got enough stuff that when I start really working on the frame here, getting that painted back up, I got enough stuff to coat these brackets then too. In theory I could put the brackets on this frame. But this will also allow me to roll it forward a little bit
if I wanted to get a little more room. As it is now, I'll be able to walk around this thing now. So, whoo! We're winding down this project, and we're beginning this one again. Although I still got to do that whole front end swap. I don't know if I want to do that before the show or not. We'll see. Alrighty, let's pull some brackets. Brackets are off. Yeah. Draining the radiator. You can pull that. Maybe even a little bit more room. It's a good sign. I never changed the fluid in this. I did add to it, but I never changed it. And it's coming out nice and green. No rust or anything in there, so to me that's a good sign. Not that I'm not going to put a new water pump on this thing anyway. This motor's going to get a good once over, not internally, but although once I get it out, I don't know if the stand would be strong enough to hold it while I do a compression check. I have to reevaluate that, but it'll be a whole lot easier once out of the car. I guess I could just set it on a couple of blocks of wood or something so it doesn't flip over, and just crank her and check the compression on and everything. I'd like to do that. But we're going to pull the rad. Brackets are off. This one's a little bit tweaked and bent, but I didn't even straighten that out. That should be straight there. So it's a little crusty, but it's still pretty solid. We're going to reuse that. I'm not going for show car. Although externally this thing's going to be pretty nice in my opinion. But yeah, making some progress on the old. More teardown anyway. Get these broken apart, and I need to take pictures of how it all goes together. In fact, there's a perfect opportunity. Say cheese. Alrighty. And then just duplicate that for the other side. That's the other one over there. Probably just buy all new hardware. So we got nice fresh bolts to go in. Gotta buy bumper bolts anyway. There's that one that was messed up. Part of me wants to put this on the wall as a shelf. Make some brackets. And put some lights behind the turn signals. But probably just throw it in the scrap pile. And here pretty soon too we can crawl underneath. We can roll this thing forward a little bit now. Crawl underneath and pull the back bumper, maybe even finish getting the fuel tank out of this thing. Start stripping her down. I do have a little bit of room for a motor over here, so the transmission will probably go up for sale. I don't know the operating condition of it, although I was told it still runs fine. It just leaks out of, I think they said, the high pressure side. So anybody out there looking for a Turbo 350 out of an Oldsmobile, give me a holler. I don't really have any desire to hang on to it. I don't have any, I don't know, maybe we'll just haul it out there if Kevin gets his place. Just haul it out there, throw it upstairs, and that way if we ever need one, we got one. But probably just get rid of it. I'm already making plans to fill up his place if he gets it. Just ask him, I told him all about it. But we'll let this finish draining. I gotta get to going on this. I want to get that Jeep back on the road. So, like I say, finish that draining there, and we'll get the radiator off, get the hoses off, shove some rags in the water port so we don't get too much crud in there. Onward and upward. Well, with that bracket removed, we can sure get a good look at the damage to the frame there. That's torn. There's a slot right here, I think, that the bumper bolt, bracket bolt, fed through. And I don't know if you're noticing here, but that's the bolt right there. And it's still fully attached. I was able just to pull it back through. So, don't have to worry about getting into there. But Rad's still draining a little bit. Get the upper hose off. Good stainless steel clamp, throw that in the storage bin there. Get the lower one free, it's dripping just a little tiny bit, but we'll let this continue. I'm going to go run out and grab some lunch and go get my tabs. I got to put the front of that back together. We're going to take that grocery shopping. Alright. So, I think we're going to go ahead and end this little segment of working on the Olds. Because, I mean, yeah, radiator. Probably, I don't know if I'm going to just scrap that right away or just hang on to it for reference. Probably just scrap it. I got to undo the lines yet too, but we're getting ready to start pulling things on this beastie. So anyway, I got the bumper off. Hey, wasn't that on the list? That was. That was. Look at this. Look at this. Probably not going to be able to. What if we do this? Grab our cleaner here. Pull front bumper. Look at that. It has been done. Woohoo! It takes those numbers off too. Adjust timing, never done that. Seats, eventually. Pour 15 for frame. Hey, I can take that off. I've got that. Holy cow, we need to come up with some more stuff. Let's do this. Let's grab green. Still got crud on there, but there we go. Here's our next big step. Still got to work on that. But good to have a list. Alrighty. Here's your Oldsmobile update. Whew, what a mess. We'll get her. We'll get her. Oh, we got a good spot for the crusty plate. Will it stay? I hope so. So, yeah. Alrighty. Catch y'all later. Bye-bye.